Alright there, you lot! Look what I got here. Look what I've got here. Got the poor Mini T here. It's sad enough. This is the ESC / receiver that comes with it, and you can see where I've broken it in the past and things. I've had a lot of trouble here. The original steering servo, which I have here, is no good. I can't get it to work. You can move it and things, but if you plug it in, it just buzzes. I'd probably take it apart and try and rebuild it. But what I did is I did a little bit of research. They couldn't help me out down at the model shop, so I did a little bit of research on the forums. And you know, I was pointed in the direction of this servo here, and I'd have to get a new ESC because the little plug. Oh look, you get loads of different arms and things. The little plug is a standard 3-pin plug, but the one on the Mini T is a 4. And I couldn't find anywhere, and nobody seemed to know where I could find a servo with a 4-pin plug. So I was pointed in the direction. This bloke said to me, he says, I've repaired loads of them. So what you have to do is you have to get this servo's the best one to use, apparently. And apparently this ESC is the best one to use with the Mini T. So I'm going to give it a go. I've got it here. I've also got what I had to get. He recommended I get this Servo Saver Kit to go with this servo. I'm assuming in that case the one that comes with the Mini T won't fit. That's like a hexagonal. I wonder if you can see there. It's like a hexagonal fitting in there. But I don't know. I'm assuming this one's not hexagonal. Let's undo the little. I wonder if that will fit in there. That's probably going to be far too big, isn't it? Yes. Let's see if I can find a bit of a smaller screwdriver. Right, so I've got a little bit of a smaller screwdriver. Let's take this off and see what fitting. And do you know what? If I don't need that other Servo Saver, then that'll be pretty handy. I can just use the one that comes with it. But nah, just as I suspected, it's got your usual splined fitting on there. So that must be why I need that other Servo Saver Kit here, which must have the splined fitting on it as well. So I'll use that in a minute. So let's have a look. Let's break this open. That's sealed up still. So let's break this open and see what we end up having in here. By the way, you lot, I want to take this little opportunity here to say thank you very much to everyone who's subscribing and following my Instagram and subscribing to this channel. You're helping a lot. The more people subscribe, the more videos you get and the more giveaways you get. Right, there we go. A little teeny tiny ESC in there. Lovely jubbly, look at that. Very nice little switch. Yep. I like that. That's very nice. There's our switch. Got a new switch. This one here has got a built-in receiver. So I'll tell you what my plan is, but you'll see in a minute. I've got a 2.4 gigahertz receiver that I'm reluctant to use because I don't like it, but I've also got a spare AM receiver in an old car. I might nick that. So anyway, we'll fiddle this first, and you get some instructions. Oh look, you get some stickers in there as well. Oh, bloody brilliant. You get some instructions. I think this takes lipos as well, so I might better get a little lipo for you. Get some little cable ties, bit of heat shrink. Yeah, I think it takes lipos, so I better hopefully I'll get a lipo that fits in here. That'd be pretty handy, wouldn't it? Shoot off there, wouldn't it? Right, brilliant. Right, I'm going to put this on then, and when I'll come back, I'm going to give it a bit of a clean first, a bit dirty. Right, I've got this Kosho rally car here that I actually built from scratch from a magazine, and I think the front diff stripped out at some point. So anyway, it's got a receiver in it. Look, it's got a Kosho receiver in it, so I'm tempted to use it. It's an AM receiver. and I prefer AM. I don't like these 2.4 gigahertz things. So I think I might use this receiver if I can. If not, I have got a 2.4 gigahertz receiver that I can stick on it. It's bigger. I don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, that'll fit. Yeah, that'll fit on there. I'm going to try and use this for now, because like I just said, I do much prefer the AMs. I don't like 2.4. I don't like it. I don't like technology. I'm completely against technology. I've lost the R clip now. Oh well. Oh, there it is. I am going to restore this at some point. Oh. All the screws are loose on the manifold. I'm going to restore this at some point. Because my dad actually paid for all this. All the magazine for me, and I built this car. I don't know what happened to the wheels. But it's been sat for a very long time now. Very, very long time. Oh, we're talking 10 or more years probably. It's been sat. But it was a nice little rally car. And the front diff stripped, I think. It only become rear wheel drive. Anyway, that's another day. That's another day. So far I've got my ESC, I've got my receiver. In fact, I'll put the receiver that way. So I reckon I'll be able to cable tie those on there like that. Yeah, should be able to. And put the battery under there. Yeah, so let's get going then. Here we go then. I'm just putting the last screw in on this little holding downy thing that holds the steering servo down. I might have to take it all off again to adjust the steering, because obviously I don't know if it's going to be in the centre or whatever. I did my best to put it there, but yeah, we'll see what it's like when we turn it on, if it's going to work or not. So there's a new steering servo with a new Servo Saver. Oh, it don't really work, does it? It's not meant to let it turn, but it does. Oh, well, never mind. I don't care. So it works. That's in there. Now all I've got to do is mount the ESC and the receiver and connect it up and see if it... Oh, it's got a bloody thingamajig plug on it. I'm going to have to cut that off and solder a Dean's connector on it, unfortunately, because I ain't got any of these connectors, so I can't use it otherwise. Even they're too big. That won't go in there, let's see. So I'm gonna have to cut that off, put a Dean's plug on it, and then we can get going. Right then, you lot. That's not very straight. I'll have to sort that out later. We've got it. I had to put new connectors on there. I might solder them later on temporarily. I've got to stick the switch down somewhere. There, I'm going to stick the switch here. I might stick it on the side there, but I don't know if it works yet. So that's all on there. ESC's all on. All I've got to do is cut that off and resolder. Got myself a black man's pinch. Huh. I ain't had a black man's pinch for a long time, but I've gone and got myself a black man's pinch. Anyway, I think I'm going to have a yellow. I'm going to have a yellow aerial tube on here. Treat it to a new tube, because the old one was well scratched up. That was. There's the old one, look. So, treat myself to a new one of these. Get that in there. I hope this receiver works, because I really don't want to have to poison this with a 2.4 gigahertz receiver. I really don't want to have to poison it with it, so I really hope that this works. Right, so I've got all that soldered on. I soldered the Dean's connector on there so I can connect it to this battery that I've got, this brand new battery. Yeah, it's all ready to rock and roll, I think. So let's plug it in. I've got the transmitter over here is on. Let's put the battery in now. I'm going to tidy it all up after I know that it works. So those of you panicking about it being a mess, don't panic too much. So it should be off, the switch is off, so I should be able to connect this together and we should all be good. I don't know what's going to happen when I turn it on, but we'll find out. Well, just got to move these around. I'm gonna have to recrimp them. Hold on. Right, I just had to recrimp that. I hate using those really crap bloody crimps. I'm gonna have to get some. If this all works out all right, I'm gonna put those motor things different. Get some solder on ones or whatever. Anyway, let's turn that on again. Right. I know I've got to set the ESC up probably. Let me play around with it a minute. Right, I was sick of them stupid connectors, so what I've done is I just soldered them on. I just put solder in them. I ain't never gonna. There we go, look. I've soldered them in now, so they ain't gonna go anywhere. I can't remember what one was supposed to go on what now. So I'll stick that in there. Stick that one in there. And turn it on and see what happens. Right, that goes backwards. And I need it to go forwards. So I'm going to take that one out of there. Take that one out of there. Put that one in there. And put that one in there. And now we should go forwards when I press the forwards. There we go. So I've got that set up right now. I can put that there. I don't know where I can put this switch. I'll just put that down there for a minute. Let's give it a little test on the floor. Well, there it is on the floor. Pretty much how I remember it being. Yeah, well, that seems to have worked out pretty well. Well, I'm really pleased with how that turned out. That seems to be quite a good little ESC. I'll have to properly 25 amps, it's waterproof as well. I'll have to properly read the instructions and see what it's really capable of, but I know it can take lipos and things. So, you know, be a few videos with this little mini T now that I've got this up and running. I think I need to adjust the steering on it, you know, where the way it's connected to the servo. I might have to take that apart and do a bit of fine tuning on it, but I know that it bloody works now, so well happy with that. So if you like that, then give me a like on the video and give me a subscribe. That's very nice if you do, because it helps a lot. And the bigger the channel gets, the more videos you get and the more giveaways I'll do. So good luck on the giveaway, by the way, if anyone has subscribed to it. I didn't mean subscribed, I meant entered. Well, if you subscribe, you enter. But good luck to everybody. And I'm well happy with that. Proper pleased I am. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a brilliant day, or week, or weekend, or whatever it is when you're watching this.